When you're sleeping rough, you're always in the way. You can't feel part of society. It's very hard to get motivated, you know, to do anything with yourself.
I never used to drink. Well, I did occasionally, but it wasn't out of control. I ended up on the street. I had nothing to do. One led to two, two led to three, and next thing you know, you're drunk.
Housing First provides people with a home and the wraparound support that they need to keep it. It's not conditional on people engaging with other kinds of treatments, and in that way it's very different to traditional homelessness models. But the evidence shows from across the world that it's very successful in keeping people placed in permanent accommodation and giving people the chance to rebuild their lives.
Since I left the hostel, I'm in a good place now. I love it here. But I have the grandchildren every other weekend. Sometimes I have Lisa stay with me, you know, my daughter. So since I've moved in here, I feel a lot better.
I've known Tom for a year and 3 months, which is the same amount of time he's been in his flat, and I still support him with all the things around literacy, letters, paperwork, bills, a lot of work around benefits and accessing healthcare. Also, at the moment, supporting him into some volunteering. A few months ago, Bench took him out to lunch to celebrate his 60th birthday and to mark the 1 year of his tenancy, and he didn't think he'd get that far, so that was a good occasion to mark.
I believe that when you build a life, it's like building a building. You start with the foundations. You don't start with the roof. And I was being offered jobs, training courses, college, but no housing. By giving me this first, there may be people who say, well, that's not going to work. You know, I've done 50 prison sentences, which I'm ashamed of, 12 years on the streets. Well, straight away, I said, if you give me a place, I can give up the heroin and crack. I haven't touched it in 14 months.
When we first met Wayne, he was struggling with mental health issues, including post-traumatic stress disorder and drug and alcohol addiction. We asked him how we could help him, and he said all he'd ever wanted was his own front door. We were obviously able to provide that through the Housing First scheme, and Wayne has now been in his own accommodation, sustained it for 18 months, which is, you know, the first time in his life he's ever had his own home. He's now engaging with health services, he stopped using drugs, he's not been arrested in the entire period that he's been living in his home, which is an amazing achievement for him. He's recently got a cat, which he's really, really happy about. It's just had an amazingly positive impact on his life.
Now I am glad I've got my own flat because now I'm in a better place and I've stopped drinking. I know once I shut that door, that's it, I'm in my own house.
We've seen how Housing First can be really successful with people who have long histories of rough sleeping and also quite complex needs. It works better than other models because it's so person-centred. And we find that when people have somewhere safe and secure to live, they are able to then engage with other services and seek help for their other issues in a way that really they haven't been able to with any other service. We have a vision of an end to homelessness in this country, and we absolutely believe that Housing First is part of the solution that will help us to achieve that vision.
That front door, to me, gives me an identity. This is who I am, this is where I live, and I can't tell you how strong that feeling is. I can't turn the clock back, but I do have control over what happens today and tomorrow.